building your net worth, increasing your net worth, so that every hour of your time on those goals, on those outcomes, is you're making at least $600 an hour. And so I just demonstrated, here's 3 examples, and it was just, you can do it. It was based on those, when I answered those 10 questions, so it was based on, I was trying to be tricky, right? And I was trying to make it more general. But if you give it stuff about you, it's gonna be how you can do it based on what's important to you, your values, your lifestyle, your current time use, and your goals. So, and the real example, okay, so one of the first example was a rent negotiation. So it took 7 hours with AI to get $4,200 by, like, say you're renting a storage unit, right? And you negotiate with them to save that much money. You know, it took you 7 hours, but you save $4,200 in money you were already going to spend on that rental unit or that storage rental or whatever. And so you're looking for those opportunities for high leverage use. Now this was a couple years ago, so now with AI agents, it's astronomical what you can do. Again, getting really clear on what you want to do. All right, so if you go to this website, let me go here, and I'll show you what's there. I'm going to go to my other. All right, I got this links here. All right, so if you go to that, I guess you guys have probably gone there. All right. So you have the Aim High Society. So this is our community. These are your 2 options for joining. It doesn't show the special offer. It's just the normal Explorer or Trailblazer. And then your free programs. You just click Get Now, and you unlock. You create a free account. If you already have an account, how many people already have an account with Profit Pro? Yeah. So just add it to your account. You log in. And then it allows, these are the 3 that it unlocks, all right? And then, did I tell you not that I was gonna give you the slides? There's the slides, opens up in Canva. So you have a copy of the slides we went over today, and the slides that we don't get to. All right.
So how much more time do you need, Richard?
10 minutes?
You're good.
All right. Sound good, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, and I just did this morning, so it's not pretty. But it says today's special offer. Check it out. I'm going to go over it right now, and this isn't a good presentation. I had AI fix this sales offer so it wasn't so redundant and it was easier to read. I just didn't have time to put it on its own page. So this is the offer that I'm going to go over now. Actually, you know what? This is the one work in progress. It saved my work in progress. So we're going to have to rely on the. I mean, the offer's kind of the same, but I was trying to. I was starting to put in this, make it easier, and all right, this is a work in progress, but the information is still correct. So I'm going to go over the information. These are your 2 options. So here's all the programs you get with Explorer, and here's all the programs you get with Trailblazer that are unlocked during your free trial. So you can just dive into as much as you want, risk-free. And then I do have a lifetime thing for Explorer. So let me go over that. But that's the page, and yeah, I ran out of time to give the AI copy, make it easier for you to understand from the web page. It should be easy from my slides. So let me go back to this.
How did you get there?
That QR code, so it's wdfw.profitpro.ai. Go back to window. Okay, so here's the website. Oh, and I got to that page by clicking at the top. It said today's special offer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So now let's go to the next page.
And that'll be up all day if I get that.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that up I'm gonna do some stuff for you guys today. If you want to take advantage of one of the offers today, I got some bonuses that I'm gonna give away. But otherwise, it's gonna be available until, I'm gonna start pulling all that stuff down because there's too much down there before Saturday, because I'm gonna kind of promote Saturday. I'm gonna let people come for free that are on my newsletter. They're my Voyager members, they're free members, and I'll advertise it, kind of, not really advertise, but promote it. And but my members get the recording, they get the new program, and they get all the bonuses, the past resources that I'm basically updating with AI now. And we're adding that AI component, and I don't have time for sure, but I'm gonna create an app to do the $1 billion mindstorming process to make it easier for you, because what did I do 15 years ago? I created an Excel spreadsheet, right? To help you determine your monthly nut, and then figure out how many assets you need to build, and then create that plan to build those assets so you hit your nut, so you can live your lifestyle without doing any work. You can work or not. And that's the whole idea. And so I had a spreadsheet, right? Well, I can create it. I give all that context to AI, and it creates something I never even imagined, but it knows my intent by giving it all that context, by copies of the previous event and the current event. So, we already talked about this one. And yeah, I scanned code, fill out the form. So you'll be added to my newsletter, so it's all free. Okay, you get those programs, you'll get my newsletter. You're essentially a Voyager member now, you're a free member, Voyager member. You saw what's possible, here's how to keep it going. Knowing and doing two different things. Most people leave events excited and nothing changes. I've been there. Aim High Society is where it actually implements. So I've been talking about that. Ongoing AI trainings, live workshops. So I do a 3-day every 6 months. So the last one I did was in January. It's called AI Deal, How to Build Your AI Deal Making Machine. And it's 4 different other, well, it's probably more than 4. There's a bunch. No, there's like 9 prompts for increasing your deal flow. So you'll have access to that $300 program if you sign up for the free trial. See, it's part of the Explore. So that was the last 3-day I did. And there's a number of 3 days in there that I need to pull because they're older. But I do live workshops every month. I do weekly calls with my trailblazers, my coaching clients each week, and we have a one-on-one each month. And then the explorers get everything that I publish. Okay, so new programs, community of event, and the community is what's important. Not trying to do this on your own and hanging out with the right people. Especially, now it's not technically just for real estate, but it's pretty much mostly real estate. We're always talking about real estate goals. We basically work on whatever question you come to the table with, that's what we fix. Because I can't teach you everything, that's why I can't demonstrate everything. It's like, let's get a specific use case and demonstrate that, right? So Explorer is $99 a month. You can cancel anytime, so there's a 14-day free trial. And you'll have access to all the trainings and workshops. You are a VIP when I do these events, so you get the recordings and all that, and then you get access to everything that I've published for the past year or more, which I need to narrow down and kind of organize so you actually know what's in there. So that's what I'm using AI agents for now, is to help organize all my content. So, because my members had said, look, you've given us so much, we don't know where to go, right? And so I'm creating tools to help with that. And then for $100 a month, you actually get $50 a month credit back, called it Ruples, okay? So I have hundreds of programs on real estate that you don't have access to with the AI stuff. You might have access to plenty of AI stuff, right? And you're getting and what's important is stay on top of the new stuff that I do each week, okay? Listen to the call each week, or be on the call each week. And then, take advantage of your library. But you have $50 a month, so half of the money that you're paying for your membership, you're gonna want some of the things in the Roof Legacy Library, okay? And so this is how my members buy it. In fact, most of my members never give me any more money. Once they get started, they never give me any more money because there's the stuff that they do want to buy, they're either getting it already or they can unlock it with their rubles. Now I call it rich rubles, because that's what I'm Richard Group, nickname is Rich. Alright, so Explorer lifetime. Okay, so if you pay 9 payments of $99, that's $891, then you're a lifetime Explorer. So you don't have to worry about monthly billing or renewing or anything like that. You just get everything that I publish forever, all the Explorer benefits each month forever. So and you get $450 to spend immediately in the library. And what I'm recommending, what I'm going to do for this small group, is I'm going to give you my phone, which you can jump on my schedule, and if you have credits to spend and you want some advice, let's spend 15 minutes on the phone. I'll find out what the biggest leverage point is for you. I'll point you to the programs to unlock, or the programs you already own, okay, or have access to. And so that's callroop.com, and you'll just go there and book a 15-minute appointment as a member. So, and I'll help you spend your rubles whenever you're ready. They don't expire. All right, Trailblazer is my coaching clients. So we meet 3 times a week as a group, and this is your direct access to me, okay? And we also do a private one-on-one each month. Scheduled, you just jump on my schedule, whatever works for you, 1 time a month, okay? And there's also a 14-day trial on that. So you'd be on my Trailblazer calls for the next couple of weeks. And then you unlock the Trailblazer Vault, and then everything they explore, plus the weekly coaching with Richard and private calls. Trailblazer Vault, $9,000 worth of stuff in the Trailblazer Vault. And out of the $500 a month, you're earning $250 a month in rubles, Richard rubles. All right, so that 50% credit on anything you want to invest in that you don't own yet. So my members, I have home study systems that are like $1,000 or $1,500, and there's only like 4 or 5 that are real key, and those are the good things to own. There's a lot of updates that you can unlock for like 30 or $40 or $50 or whatever, but those complete systems sometimes are the way to go, and I can help guide you as far as using your credits. Fast action. All right, so today, if you join the Lifetime Explorer, what was it, $891? If you sign up for that, I'm going to give you 100% credit, not the 50% credit. I'm going to give you 100% credit to spend in the Root Legacy Library. All right? Plus, the one-on-one to spend your rubles. Now, this could be, I'll do this for anybody just to have on one-on-one. You don't have to spend your rubles. We can just have an extra onboarding call. Okay, I usually don't do that for explorers. But if you do the Lifetime, I'll do that for you. And it says, offer expires March 13th. So yeah, you can do this between now and March 13th, but the doubling the credits are going to, the doubling of the credits is for the first 5 Trailblazers and the first 6 Explorers. Today, well, I'll continue to do that throughout the week, but I got these bonuses for Trailblazers and Explorers, which is if you do it today. If you know you're going to do it today, then you can grab. If you know you're going to do Trailblazer when we're done here, grab one of these and one of these. Okay, and then if you know you're just going to do Explorer Lifetime, then just grab one of those. All right. And I'm just making that up on the fly here. 14 days. All right.
Just give it all away.
Well, I was gonna just, actually AI told me if I pulled away the 100% credits, if I just did it for today, there'd be too much pressure. And I actually agree. And I don't care as long as you do it this week, because some of you have to talk to somebody or whatever, or figure out if you want to do it. But if you want to do it today before you leave, if you sign up for Trailblazer either monthly or annual, right? Or if you're Explorer, I guess the first, it doesn't matter if you do lifetime or monthly. The first 6, I don't know.
Just get the lifetime. Richard will give you away stuff.
All right.
All the time.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I told AI I want to make it simple because I always, usually I don't even make an offer. I just think, you think I'm great, you're gonna follow me, you're gonna sign up someday. So usually I don't make it. All right, especially if I give you a bunch of stuff, I'll come, but I never ask. This is my opportunity, and Tim knows, this is my opportunity to actually ask you. I told you I'm bad at sales. My opportunity to ask you to join, because how many people have joined already? It's night and day. It's a game changer, and I'm the guy. If you're interested in real estate for entrepreneurship and marketing and real estate, I'm the guy. Okay, guaranteed, or your money back, which I will. All right. So, and what that said was, scan the QR code, start your free trial, or all in with Lifetime Explorer or the annual. I don't expect you to do the annual Trailblazer unless you're upgrading like James or somebody. Questions, come talk with me. So I'm gonna hang out. Don't forget your 2 free gifts. Oh man, I thought I covered more about that was a lot of the stuff that I knew you would have questions on, to make it clear, was in that web copy that I told you that I started to put on that page and I didn't get it done. So I will get that on there, and then Tim will probably remind you, hey, go to the best offer page, and decide if you want to do that before Friday. All right. So if we had time, I had another tool to go over, but do we have did we want to do a quick demo? We'll see how fast. I'm going to do a quick demo. I promise you.
Okay.
Do we need a mic, or are we good?
I'm good. I'm okay. So with Texas being a non-disclosure state, I was really trying to get AI to give me some real comps.
Okay.
Maybe
Didn't that
that's
just
not
change?
possible.
Didn't that just change? The disclosure?
I'm still having a hard time getting real comps.
Not that I'm aware of. We have tools for real comps,
You do? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
but
I
we'll see
could
what
use
Richard
some.
come up with for AI.
But it usually comes up and it finds the sale price on Zillow, which was almost always the listing price on Zillow. And I know that's not the sale price most of the time, at least when I was a real estate broker in another state.
I'm no longer, see, this is the problem I had before. I had to do my hotspot on my phone in order to get past this
Yeah.
Wi-Fi thing. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and, we're gonna get really clear on the question. We're gonna go ahead and ask and answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So think about clarifying that, because I was thinking about other things. Let's see, my settings, my Wi-Fi, my hotspot, and I'll go ahead and connect to Rich Ruppel's phones. Just kidding, doesn't say Rich. Nobody laughed at that. All right. Allow others to join. Oh, I might be joining now. Let's try that. All right, cool. All right. So here's chat, and I went over here to Claude. And I'm gonna try out my, assuming it's still working, my Whisper. let me go ahead and, oh wait, you Jack? Alright, let's go ahead and, alright, let's try this. Alright, so real quickly, in one sentence, what is your outcome?
I wanna know what the real sales comps are for this subject property that I have.
Okay, so you wanna find the, you actually wanna know what the market value is, right? The comp, or do you want a list of comps too?
I wanna see the comps.
Yeah, you wanna see the
'cause
comps.
I
How many
always
comps?
suspect
How many
that-
comps? What,
Yeah.
3 or 5 or whatever?
Yeah, I'd like to have,
Okay,
I'd like
so
to
you're-
have 5 comps
5 comps
for the subject property.
for the property. You got the address? Oh, well,
I-
maybe somebody give me an example address that we can use.
Okay,
Okay?
so what,
And then, so we have to tell it where,
yes.
okay?
And I always tell it who they are, like, cause I've heard that you have to assign it a role. Like, you're an expert real estate investor.
You don't
who's been in
have to give it a
business.
role, so what you're
Okay.
saying is, this prompt engineering stuff,
Yeah.
which you understand, you ask better questions, because you're giving it a role, act like this, you're giving it the context,
Right.
you're giving it your goal, and you're telling it what type of output that you want.
Yes,
Do those 4 things.
yes.
Now, nobody knows what I just said unless they've, been doing it for a while. Obviously, I've been doing it for a while, and I don't think that way either. But I actually think that way unconsciously, okay? So, giving it a role always improves your output
Right.
because you have this sea of knowledge that AI has access to, and you're telling it, yeah, you're an expert on all this stuff, but think about this area here. You're an expert on direct response marketing to motivated sellers using postcards in Texas. Pretty specific, right?
That is,
Act
yes.
that way,
Yes.
and then you tell it your goal, or you can give it context. I'm not getting the amount of leads that I want. I want to get, you can give it a goal. I want to get this many leads, or I just want to get it started, or what? Give it what's your outcome for asking. So if you're now, let's work on yours. So, all right. So I need an address.
I've got one here, a wholesale deal, we'll see.
I want to speak it. Can I read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me read it, because I'm gonna speak to the AI. Actually, I could have the AI go find me some FSBOs and we could use those and actually do some deals. All right. Although I hate FSBOs because they're usually not motivated, they're not flexible, they're thinking they're gonna save a commission and all that. I like 6-month-old FSBOs.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I like getting them to call me. Right? I don't call FSBOs. Here's my number, have them call me. All right, so here's the address. So I'm gonna push my little whisper key here, and I'm gonna ask my question. So I wanna get, okay. Hi, yeah, I'm a real estate investor in Texas, and I'm a deal transaction engineer, so I use different investing models. I wanna know what the comps are for this property at 2713 Northwest 23rd Street, Fort Worth, Texas, 76106. Probably didn't click in the box. Oh, and by the way, see this right here? It has a voice mode, so I can speak to it right there. But then it's gonna speak back. Well, I guess we can do that.
Also Opus, if you wanna change it from Sonnet to Opus, Opus is the newest model.
That's the deepest thinking, it's also the most costly.
All right.
That's true.
I need to get the address back. Yeah. As far as the model goes, which model are we on?
Sonnet,
Sonnet? That's probably because I used all my Opus credits.
oh, could be.
Yeah, we can do the Opus. Okay. All right, let's try this again. All right. Can you hear me now? All right, works. Okay. All right. Hey, I want to get some comps on property. It's at 2713 Northwest 23rd Street, in Fort Worth, Texas, 76106. I'm a real estate investor and I'm interested I wanna get a list of comps, have a good idea of what the market value is. In fact, why don't you tell me what's going on in that marketplace in that neighborhood? How's that? So, whatever you think of when you're doing this, just whatever you think, what else you could do. Don't give it too much, that would be the prompt chaining. All right, you don't give it too many things to think about up front, although I'm doing it all the time because they're getting smarter and smarter and it's working. I base everything on results. If it's not working, do something different, right? And you can model success. If anybody's doing it, you can do it, okay? All right, now, here we go. Richard, let me dig into this for you. I'll pull up. Okay, some of these models sometimes I'll give it a super prompt. Like, this is what ChatGPT does, and I don't like it. So I actually tell it, don't do this. Sometimes. If I give it a lot of information, then it will regurgitate it back while I'm waiting for the answer. Yeah. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yeah. So just tell it not to do that. Okay?
What do you say?
You just say, just give me, don't recap my question, just give me the answer. But I don't want to have to tell it that. You could put that in your custom instructions, you could tell it to remember to do that, but it all depends. There's some customization where it might be doing that, where I can change the setting and it doesn't do it. But when it does it, I just tell it, give it that feedback. All right, the subject, okay, this property, here's your phone, thank you. All right, so this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, single family, okay. Estimated value, so it's got Zillow. And there is, like Zillow connections to these AI tools. There's more and more connections. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I just saw something this morning where the guy used, I think it was like Perplexity Computer, we talked about those AI agents. It scraped all of this data from Zillow, like in one session, you know. And again, you have to have a reason for having all that data. But all right, so you got estimated values. Here's the tax history, tax assessment, immediate neighborhood comps. So here's your list of comps. Okay, 140, 176. All right. I'll ask it to recap all this. Active listings, here's the active listings, okay? And then an unrenovated 3-1 comp, okay? Recent solds in this zip code. So there's some recent solds. My market value estimate is 165 to 195. Does that sound right? Do you know this area?
I do know that area.
What do you think?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard,
Yeah.
I would ask it on those sold comps, since we're not full disclosure state, ask it, where did you get your comps from, your sold comps?
The sold comps, I think it gives you, it might give you the sources on here. Some of these tools give you the sources, it'll have little footnotes. Yeah, see right here? See, so you could ask it that question. But you do have, sometimes it gives you, when it's doing research, it'll give you its sources, right here. Now, CNBC, I wouldn't trust that. All right, so, yeah, let's go ahead and ask a follow-up question. So what's our follow-up question on this? Did you get your answer yet? What are you looking for? The value of this?
Well, I really want to get sold comps that aren't like the list price. She wants to know what it is. So if it pulls
Hold it down.
If it pulls the sold comps from Zillow.com, I already know that when I go to Zillow, the sold price is almost always the list price, which I know has got to be wrong.
Oh, because you're in Texas non-disclosure?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, see, I have to get your intent,
Right.
okay?
So I want to get real sold comps, not just what somebody put out there, which is usually the list price.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how to teach you to do that. That's what I'm
I got
trying to
it.
figure out.
I'm going to demonstrate that. All right. So, well, my concern is that these comps these are in a non-disclosure state of Texas. I need to know what the real value of the property is based on recent sales, so that I know what I can market it for, or what it would really appraise for. Is my concern justified, or how do I overcome this? What questions do you have for me so you can help? Alright, so I got it. So it transcribed it, so I have to send it, right? Your concern is absolutely justified. Aren't you always right with AI? You're always right.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so this is your risk, twofold, verified data sources. So it uses appraisal district, cross-referencing, direct link. Now let me ask you a few things that I can help you precise. Now let me ask you a few things. Okay, now this is a cool thing with Claude. When I ask it to ask me questions, and sometimes it does it on its own, it gives me this multiple choice thing. I really, how many people have seen this? Oh, I'm starting to get this. This is cool. So, what's your play on this property? Okay, do you see the questions? What's your answer?
Yeah, evaluating it as a wholesale deal.
As a wholesale deal?
Yes.
What's the current condition of the property?
This property?
I can tell it to look at the photo and, I can tell it to look up, it's actively listed. I'm sorry, we're using a demo property.
I would say use moderate cosmetic work.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't need a full.
Yeah, we can make it up. This is a demo.
Yeah, I would just say number two.
Okay, needs moderate cosmetic work. Do you have any access to agent or title company who can pull the verified MLS sold comps?
No.
Huh?
I don't, no.
No. Okay, so the question is no, I need to find someone, or I'd rather work with, I'll say no, how can AI do it?
Yeah, that works.
No. Which AI tool or agent can do that? And guess what? I'm going to give you the answer right now. Manus.
Yep.
Manus will do it. Manus IM. If you're new to AI agents, these questions that we're asking AI, a chatbot, go into Manus and ask it, and it will actually do the things for you. Manus AI. Or, yeah, Manus AI, but it's manus.im.
Is it Mantis like the bug, or is it Manus like?
MANUS. Manus. Yeah. Let me. I'll come back to this.
Got it.
Yeah, these are the type of things that we go over in our, with our, in the community with updates, because you can't stay on top of all this stuff, right? But I do. So Manus AI, and again, I'm in a higher level community where I get those insights. So see, doesn't this look familiar? This is a chatbot, but it works differently. It works like an AI agent. It does agentic features. So, all right. So I got to wrap this up. So we're going to say no. Which AI tool or agent can do that? And then it's taking my answers. Great. Constant answer. There's no AI tool that can pull verified close up. It said, okay, so now, do you have PropStream or Privy or batch leads, Redfin data? Do you have subscriptions to any of this information?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, if you say, no, I don't, how can I get it? That would be another way to answer that question. I asked about the AI tool, and I'm going to tell it, I can tell it right now, well, what about Manus IM? And it'll go, oh, because I'll have it research it. Because it's, sometimes you have to educate it. Sometimes you'll be smarter than AI. Okay? So, all right. So I'm going to say, I am in the chat bot. Make sure that your cursor's in the chat bot, and I say, okay, just in a nutshell, one final thing. Just tell me what is the quickest and best way to know to get a list of comps as a real estate investor that does not have access to the MLS. And I teach this, and I create AI tools for this, for comps, because that's the first thing you do. You get a lead, as long as you know, some people use that as an excuse for not calling the seller. Like they'll get a seller lead, and they'll research the property and everything before they even call it back first. No, call back right away. But then, yeah, once you gather that information, a lot of the information you need, the seller will give you if you build a rapport with them, right? And then you do your research. Now you have good reason to start recording your phone calls and giving those transcripts to AI if you want any help with what to do with that call or how to get better. And that's probably what Damon talked about last week, right? His system does that, REI Blackrock, or last month. All right. So it says prop string. Now what? So I've scraped information. So I have data scrapers, free data scrapers. One's called Instant Data Scraper. It's right up here on my browser, right here. See, if I click on it, it's going to pull all the information on that page that's in tables, scrape it, and I can download it. And I give it to AI. I do that every single day. I scrape stuff and give it to AI. So Instant Data Scraper, it's a Chrome extension. I'm out of time on this demo, but it says prompt string. You can, I did this, I just recently did this. I spoke at the North Carolina Real Estate Investors Association for their commercial division, and they're into RV parks, self-storage and mobile home parks, and multifamily. And I went to, I tried to get AI or Claude or whatever to give me a list, go research a list of mobile home park owners in this zip code. And it was telling me to go here. It was giving me the websites, but it wasn't working, right? And then I went to Manus, and I asked the same question. I didn't go through all the rigmarole. I just said, I need a list of mobile home park owners in Charlotte, North Carolina, or in this county. Forget their county there. And it did it. It gave me the list.
Awesome.
And I created the prompts to analyze the list and sort out what's the problem with some of those? That if they're owned by a trust or an LLC and you want to do marketing to the person who's, right? So I created prompts with Manus, or with chat. I created prompts to separate that out and then go to the Secretary of State and look that up. And then that's when Manus is an AI agent. It's doing it for me, but it got stuck because it couldn't log in. There was you had to make a decision or something. So what it does is it turns its browser over to you so you can get it through, and then it continues to do its work.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. And I'm just starting to get involved with all these AI agents, and I've had all the success with my members and myself without AI agents, so I can't sleep at night. You just gotta have bigger, I'm gonna go build a data center. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so, all right, that's it. So there you go. Any questions that you have, ask your AI advisor, and if it doesn't know, or if it doesn't, you don't like the answer, then yeah, ask it again, or rephrase your question, or try another tool. I know I was asked about those 4 tools. What's the difference? We didn't have time to go through that, but that's part of that library that you'll have access to. The top 7 tools. Let me go here. All right, so, we should take a look at this right here. Join the community. Because that link at the top is the best offer page that is kind of screwed up. But here's what it is normally, and these are all the programs. So the top 7 tools to get what you want. That's a good one and then AI Deal Making Machine. That is the 3-day I did recently. That is great. And then AI Deal Rocket. You got that AI Mindstorm. What's working best now? Because it's going so fast. How to Live Like a Billionaire. That's some of what we're going to be doing next weekend. Unlocking your entrepreneurial superpowers with AI. That was another 3-day. See, this is too much. I got to pull some of this stuff up and get you narrowed in. So, The Secret of Creating Your Ideal Future, The Fearless Investor, The Toolkit for Voyagers, The Free and Clear Cash Accelerator. That's my investing model, the ultimate strategy for buying and selling houses that software that I'm having AI rebuild for me, that's to run the ultimate strategy for buying and selling houses. And that's where I show you my magic book postcard, I show you the software, I show you the model, how to make at least, pretty much $100,000 on any deal that you do, on a combination of the cash you collect when you buy it and hold it, the money you collect each month, positive, real net positive cash flow, and then the money on the back later. And it's at least, you should be doing at least $150,000 if you're gonna buy and hold something. Now you can flip it, that's one of your options, but you're good. You make money every year you own a property, right, Tim? The longer you own properties, the more you make. So the only reason to sell it is, you don't wanna manage it anymore, or you want the cash, you wanna pull out the equity, right? So, all right, so I'm done. All right, I'm gonna hang out, answer questions, because I need to let Tim wrap up. And I'm sorry for going over. Was this helpful? Did you guys learn anything?
Yeah.
Are you excited about learning more? Okay. And so take advantage of the free membership, and then hang out. You check out the library, but go ahead and get the membership benefits for the next couple of weeks to evaluate it. But if you like what you heard tonight, and you really need to get good at this, then I'm a great. This is a great place to hang out with the AMI Society. And as a bonus, if you're concerned about anything going on in the economy or your local market or real estate, bring those to the table. I can handle those for you because it's either you do have to do something different or you have to think different. Okay? So is it a real problem? And the final thing on that was, I lost my train of thought. Hang out with us, and Tim, I'm going to turn it over to you. And thank you guys. Thank you so much. If anybody signed up as a trailblazer, go ahead and grab one of these boxes. And if anybody's signed up for Explorer, grab one of those before you leave.
Cool, was that good?
Yeah.
So, just before I wrap it up here, Richard's $99 deal there, right, become a member, reminds me of this, Richard. The $99 a month Killer Conversations.
Killer Conversations, I put out a podcast where 2 audios each month, super popular, and this was before the iPod was invented.
I was on that subscription, I think, almost the entire time you did.
It's actually $37 a month. You get 2 audios.
Was it 37?
Yeah, it's 37.
What were you charging me 99 for?
For the inner circle, you were getting more than just that. That was part of your.
Anyhow, this stuff was great back then. What he's doing now is great now. So I would encourage you to go take advantage of the free trial period. Attend every one of his calls that you can possibly attend. Great stuff. And
Let me point that out. Trailblazer is if you're really serious and you want me to help and the group help you work on your goals every week. Okay, so we meet every week, 3 times a month, and then one of those weeks we do a workshop with the explorers and everybody else. But the Trailblazers, if you're serious, and that's where you have direct access to me, and I'm kind of like your AI real estate coach, right, and marketing coach, right? And I'm really good on finding out what's, helping you get your goals, as long as, because I don't care what your goals are, but you need to know what it is, I need to know what it is, and what's holding you back. But it's really, the time we spend together is working on your stuff. If you're not that committed, if you don't want to be held accountable, okay, if you just want to absorb and learn and get good at all of this stuff, then that's Explorer, because you get everything I publish and there's no accountability, right? You don't have to show up, okay? But you should show up each month for the workshop.
it's all great stuff, like I said. So don't miss the free trial period, at least, at a minimum. Go sign up so you can learn what he does and hear it. more. If you need more than what you already heard today, if you're not convinced, you got it. Don't pass it up. It's good stuff.
I tried to simplify it, and I know I overcomplicated it, but I'm working on it.
Okay, so given all the issues we had with getting computers set up and switched and on the display, I'm not even gonna bother trying to switch it today. I'm just gonna wrap it up by saying, keep an eye on the calendar for upcoming events. Watch your email. You'll see the property walkthroughs announcement for next Saturday. You'll see April's event with Martin Garcia announced here shortly. So get registered for that as soon as possible. I would encourage you to register as early as possible for any event to help us with our planning, so we know how many people are coming, and for the food planning and stuff with Randy. For a first-time guest, again, I'm not gonna take the time to switch my computer over, but if you wanna come see me, I'll make you an offer today to become a member of this group, and I hope you'll take me up on that. You won't regret becoming a full-time member in this group. I hope you see that today from what you've already seen and heard. So just come see me, we'll talk how that works and what it looks like. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I know Richard we have to be physically out of the building before, I'm gonna say 12:45 today. Randy has somewhere he has to go. Okay, so just think about that. Be sure you ask Richard any questions that you have. Grab your Explorer packet.
Yeah, if you sign up for the $99 a month, grab one of these 500 to 2,000 programs. And again, this is if you any of that stuff, you let me know what you got. If it's online, I'll unlock that for you as well, so you don't have to convert the
So
CDs.
I just want to clarify something. I was just jerking Richard's chain when he dropped all that on the ground, and I just called it trash. It's not. It's gold nuggets. There's so much good stuff in there. So I hope you didn't get offended by that, but it's all good stuff. I have.
Do you think I got
seriously,
offended?
I have a stack of this stuff this tall. I mean, I have a lot of it. And
I give way too much stuff. That's why I like.
Oh, I
working
pay
with
for
you.
mine though.
No, I create too much stuff, okay?
You do create a lot.
But that's the importance of just the ongoing updates and working more closely together.
Yeah, you won't find anybody else out there like Richard with his real estate, his creative real estate knowledge and experience, the marketing and the AI. There's nobody. So, any questions, last minute questions?
Do we get a copy of the video as well?
Yes, that gets posted on our group calendar down at the very bottom. It takes me a couple of days. We will also have audio there, and we'll have the slides maybe.
Oh, the slides
Yeah.
are right there, I already gave it to
Yeah,
you.
I have to be able to convert it to a PDF, just can't do that.
I emailed it to you before I was.
So yes,
this morning.
slides will be uploaded as well.
Yes,
Okay.
got so you have copies.
Okay, any questions? Okay, thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Make sure you stop there and see Richard and ask any last minute questions you have.
Yeah, anything, that's how I operate. I operate on this way.
I was checked out for a
How's your mom?
Moving, I got money where he is right now. Cool. I want to talk to you. I don't know if it's here for a few minutes or.
If you don't mind, make sure we got to get out. I got a lot of packing up to do stuff. Then my car is. Just reach out.
Actually, this is.
Good.
Question. The boot camp